G'day everybody and welcome to another edition of The Local, the chance where we go back into grassroots footy and find out what's going on every single week and talk to the people that are making all the big headlines. And today, well, of course, thanks to Premier Data who bring us all the action, all the information and help us out with finding these little nuggets, these little gems that we need to have a chat to. Today's local hero is on the verge of something very, very special. 99 goals for the season and been dominating for Kingborough in the Southern Footy League and the Tassie Women's Competition. Georgie Bailey is her name. She joins us on the program today. Welcome, Georgie.
Thanks for having me.
Good on you. 99 goals we're on for the season. Are you a bit toey? What's the vibe like?
It's pretty good, really. Everyone's getting around me from all different clubs across the state. I guess it's just getting that one more to get that record.
So have you kicked 100 before?
No, I haven't.
How come it's this year? How come you've gone bananas this year?
To be honest, I'm just playing good footy. We have a really good forward line. We have a really good structure, a really good team. The competition is a little bit more uneven this year as opposed to other years. But, yeah, just good footy.
So I was going through the record for the year and you've kicked big bags, which I want to get to. But in round one, Georgie, against North Hobart, there was 0 goals. What happened?
They were able to keep me goalless. I think we had a change in coach right at the start of the season. My head wasn't really in the game, and after that I think I just found my groove.
You certainly did find your groove. I want to get to that shortly. How long have you been playing footy for?
This is my 9th season.
And what made you take it up?
So I was previously I was a boxer, and I guess that takes a toll. And then I had a few mates that said, come have a kick. I came have a kick and I sort of fell in love with it.
Yeah, right. Okay. So the boxing career, obviously huge fitness required for boxing.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you reckon that's helped?
Yeah, it has to start with. I was very fit when I first started boxing. To be honest, put on quite a bit of weight, lost that this year, and then I think it's a lot easier playing without it. So I'm playing some good footy.
Yeah, okay, nice. So what is it about footy that you love? How come you've stuck with it for 9 seasons after a boxing career? What is it?
I think it's just to be honest, nothing beats kicking the sharing round with your mates. Like, twice a week, every Saturday, just kicking the sharing around. Team footy, coming from boxing, which is a very individual sport. Team footy's great.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, funnily enough, that when you talk to a lot of athletes that have been very good in other disciplines of sport, that they get to a sport like footy, because there's so many people involved, that the connection with all different people from different backgrounds and different places in life, that becomes the main focal point. So you just love the connection with your teammates.
Yeah, you just make lifelong friends, to be honest, and that's your opposition, your opponents, coaching staff. You just make lifelong friends through football.
So when did you work out that you're actually pretty good at it? Because you don't get to 100 goals. I don't care what level of footy you're playing. You don't get to 100 goals unless you're pretty good. When did you work it out?
My first few seasons, I was actually a ruck.
Oh, wow.
And then I had a change. I had a change of footy club, started kicking some goals and realised that I'm actually not a bad forward.
It turns out you're a pretty bloody good forward, Georgie, in fairness. How tall are you?
176 centimetres.
176, righto. So I'm 177. So you're just about there with me. And I'm righto. That's big. That's big in the women's game. And obviously, you said you started somewhere else. Where did you start your footy journey?
I started at Claremont, and then I made the move to Lindisfarne, and then I followed my coach from Lindisfarne to Kingston. So I'm on my 3rd club in 9 years. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you've been had a couple of looks. Is it your favourite club? Is there a best club you've been at without putting you on the spot?
To be honest, Kingston's the place. Just my teammates make me want to turn up every week and play footy.
Well, it's working pretty well. You're 12-2 at the moment, sitting on top of the ladder in the Southern Footy League, and with a percentage of 601%. As you said before, it might be a little bit lopsided from the top to the bottom of the league, but out sort of the middle rungs, is it pretty competitive still? Yeah,
the top 4 teams are very competitive. We don't go in thinking that we're going to win. We've got to earn that win. The bottom 2 teams still give us a run for our money. It's just that we just got to stick to our structure a lot more with the bottom sides.
Well, you've had a good time against the bottom sides, against Brighton in particular for you. You've kicked 17, 19 and 14 against Brighton this year. They must hate when you rock up.
I'm sure they do. That's who we have this weekend as well.
Oh, right, okay. So we've got the 100 coming up this weekend and you got Brighton. So you're in for another bag.
Well, I'd like to hope so.
And is it true that you're coming up to 1,000 goals as well?
No, that's not me.
That's not you? Right, I thought I heard that somewhere. Maybe that's not you. So What are the plans for this week? Is a club looking after you? Is there a big function, hopefully, after the game when you kick your 100? What's going to happen?
I don't know, to be honest, just footy, I think. I guess the biggest thing for me is just to kick that one, get it out of my head, and then just play footy.
So you won the premiership last year. A good, as I said, 12-2 on top of the ladder with a great percentage at the moment. Looking good for another opportunity. Have you got a better team this year, or is it a little bit harder, do you reckon?
We probably have our main core. We recruited quite well in the off-season with a couple of extras. The only issue between the top few teams, the teams can change quite significantly with the Devils girls in and out each week.
Yep. Well, I was going to lead on into that, the advent of Devils footy and the Tassie teams coming into the AFL and the AFLW. It's been great for footy, I'm sure, in the state. Have you noticed an increased appetite for footy in Tassie on the back of what's happening with the national competition?
Yeah, footy's definitely grown here in Tassie, and it's really something to look forward to for our young girls, our young boys as well. But when I was growing up, there wasn't even an opportunity for me to play football, let alone to represent the state.
Yeah.
So it's just a great opportunity for those coming through.
Have you got a couple in your team that could be pushing for higher honours down the track, you reckon?
Yeah, definitely. We've got some junior girls coming through the ranks. It's very exciting for Tassie football.
Yeah, awesome. It is great. It's great for footy, full stop, but I'm sure Tassie footy in particular to have the opportunity to be a part of the national competition after all these years, which is super exciting. What about for your teammates this weekend? If you want to have someone kicking you that ball for that 100th goal early in the day, who do you want kicking it to you?
Oh, there could be a few. Depends if it's coming from the midfield or the forward line, to be honest.
Who's the best player in your team?
Molly Mitchell.
Molly Mitchell. Yeah, I think we've seen a few of her numbers through the Premier Data ranking points.
Yeah, she's playing really good footy this year.
Molly Mitchell. How old's Molly?
Oh, mid-20s.
Oh no, she got some opportunities, AFLW opportunities, you reckon?
Potentially, yep.
Now, you shouldn't ask people their age when it comes to this sort of stuff, but I did notice, Georgie, that you're playing in the Masters competition as well. How's that work?
Well, I'm 35, so it's my...
You don't look anywhere near 35.
Oh, I'll take that. So a lot of my mates are older than me and don't play footy, so for me to play Masters, I still get to kick the Sharon around with my mates that no longer play Div 1 footy.
That's fantastic. So you're playing Saturdays and Sundays some weeks?
So, yeah, Sundays every second week, yeah.
Wowzers. And that's for the same club or a different club?
No, a different club.
You must be the most popular woman in footy down there. You must kick big bags in the Masters as well, surely.
I think I've kicked 27 for the year for Masters. We've only played, I think, 7 games.
And when you're not dominating footy and kicking the Sharon around with your mates on the weekends, what do you do, Georgie?
I'm a shift worker, so that takes up a lot of my time. And if I'm not at work or playing footy, I'm just very family focused.
Right. And how many in the family? Is it a big footy family?
No, not really. I have a brother and a sister, and I have a dad. My dad used to play footy growing up, so he loves to come along and watch also.
Awesome. And how much of a kick do you get out of that, seeing the old man coming to watch you play footy?
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, very good. So he's got Parkinson's, so we get him out of a weekend and he comes and watches me play football, and he loves it.
How good. That is awesome. I'm sure he leaves with a big smile on his face, seeing his baby girl doing some great things in the goal square and dominating and hopefully bringing up a big number this week. He'll love that. What about the club? Tell me about the club. What happens Thursday night at the footy club after training, ready for the weekend? Normally there's a feed and some competitions and some stupid stuff that happens at footy clubs. What happens in the last training session of the week for you guys?
So we actually warm up with the boys on a Thursday night. So we make it, the vibe's very up there. The boys get us up and about. They're quite noisy, quite rowdy. Then we go into our training. And to be honest, Thursday night training's really hard, really good training, getting ready for Saturday. We finish off, the club have a team dinner. We go our own way and meet up again on Saturday.
Right. And what's the home ground like?
Probably the best in the state, to be honest. Very pristine.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to be the home of the Tassie Devils football moving on from next year.
Yeah, right. Okay. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That does make sense when you say that. Yeah. Oh, that's unbelievable to have that sort of facility to be able to play on week in, week out.
Yeah, there's no better oval in the state to play on, in my opinion.
Well, that's awesome. And you said before that you follow the coach to your club. What's great about the coach? Why would you follow the coach? Tell us more about the coach.
Well, unfortunately, she actually finished at the start of this season, so we have a new one this year. So, yeah, a little bit of a touchy subject, but her replacement's doing a great job, stepped up when no one else sort of would, and the results are speaking for themselves.
Do you see a day where you might take over the reins somewhere down the track when you've stopped kicking big snags?
Potentially, it could be an option. Between coaching boxing and coaching football, I will end up somewhere once my sporting career is over.
Yeah, awesome. Did you have, obviously coming from boxing, it's a slightly different pathway, but did you have any footy heroes growing up?
I'd probably hate to admit it, but I do go for Essendon.
No, sorry about that.
Yeah, I know. So, just your Matty Lloyds and even just your Wayne Careys and that when I was growing up on the TV. Football wasn't available for girls or women back then, so I didn't have any, female footy idols. But, yeah, always watch the footy with Dad on the weekend.
Yeah, excellent. That's great. And what's your pre-game routine? Getting ready for Saturday, any Saturday, not just this one where there's 100 goals coming, hopefully. What's your pre-game routine?
I'll be honest, I don't have one. I rock up and I play footy. I don't get nervous. I just go out there and try and do my thing.
Well, maybe that's the secret to being utterly dominant and kicking big bags of goals in the Southern Footy League down there in Tassie. Georgie, you've been unbelievable to follow through the year. We've seen your name on our graphic cards lots here on the local with such big bags of goals, and we love it. And we hope there's another big bag for you coming up this week as you bring up your 100th goal. Great to have you with us today, and we look forward to seeing how it goes. Good luck.
Thanks for having me.
Georgie Bailey dominating in the Southern Footy League there in Tassie. 100 goals coming up, hopefully with the first kick of the day on the weekend after being on 99 for the week. We'll see how we go. We'll talk about it next week, and we catch up next time on The Local.